Volgens mij, dat weet ik. Nothing else? Okay. Can go. Here's the table.
Controversial influencer Andrew Tate and his brother Tristan are arrested in Romania as part of a human trafficking probe. News broke late Thursday evening by BNO News that the pair were arrested on December 29th. Now, this news comes just hours after Tate made waves with climate activist Greta Thunberg going back and forth on Twitter about carbon dioxide emitting cars. Tate, who had previously been kicked off social media platforms for so-called misogyny and hateful ideations, had also made news last month. As Long Crime Network's Sidebar reported, he sued YouTuber Ethan Klein after Klein called him a sex trafficker. Now, at the time, Tate's attorneys sent Klein a cease and desist order. Some reports now say Romanian officials used Tate's social media to confirm he was in their country before his arrest. We're still learning new details in this case and will continue to bring you the latest developments as they come in. Reporting for Long Crime Network, I'm Sierra Gillespie.
Welcome to Chew the Fat. I am your host, Smooth, and I just played that video for you just in case that's all you came here for. If not, then we'll do what we do on this side. So there is something going on. Andrew Tate was certainly arrested. The Matrix has finally grabbed a hold of him. And there are some sources that are talking, right? And they are close to Andrew Tate. They have some unconfirmed information, but they think this is something completely different than what you're being shown on TV right now. So we'll get into that really quick. This is unconfirmed, but a source close to Tate has told us that Tate's arrest is in relation to money laundering, not the R word. Tate will be reportedly held for an extended amount of time. That had nothing to do with the Romanian pizza box. The authorities, he knew, was in the country. They knew they had a return flight booked to Dubai in 2 weeks. So, yeah, naturally, they were saying that it was because he was going back and forth with the environmentalists and they used his social media to pinpoint him. What you have to understand is that he did use a passport to get into the country, so it's not like he could just hide. And I don't think he was hiding. He was just on Just Pearly Things. This was last week. That show just aired. He wasn't hiding. Within the first 24 hours of that video releasing, it got 1 million views. So it's not to say that he's out here trying to hide. He knew that that was the most popular podcaster in the business. He's a very high profile individual. I don't think he is going to hide. Now, as far as that human trafficking situation, from the way he's explained the story is that it was a boyfriend who was mad that his girl was at the party with Tristan Tate and Andrew Tate, who have both been arrested, and he was upset. So the woman, according to Andrew Tate, decided to stay in good graces with her boyfriend and said, no, they held me against my will. So that's the problem. Now, if there are multiple women, which I haven't got any reports of that yet, there possibly are, we'll update more and more about this situation. But Andrew Tate kind of felt like he was going to go down pretty recently. He even thinks that they were going to try to delete him. If you look at his Twitter, it kind of says things like that, where, you know, if he's not here, then just know that the Matrix got me, things like that. So he understands that people were trying to get at him. Now, it is very possible that some people don't really like the way that he's moving. It's absolutely undeniable. When people ban things like your Uber account and people ban things like your Airbnb account, which he couldn't have possibly violated the terms of service of those by joining podcasts. You know, it is what it is. So it is kind of believable. I don't want to sound like a conspiracy theorist, but they did ban him from pretty much every social media platform. He just got back on Twitter because of the new leadership with Elon Musk. And everything else is pretty much banned from, aside from Rumble, which doesn't ban anyone. They're the freedom of speech platform, and a lot of influencers are going that way who speak like he does. So we don't know yet. There's not that much information on it, but as soon as we get some more details, you know, we'll report them as soon as possible. I do want to know what your thoughts are. What do you think about it? Do you think that he really did this situation with the trafficking, if that's a real thing? From what he says, the woman was just angry, and he's been arrested before on false allegations, and he was able to squash some of those. From what I hear, this trafficking case has been ongoing for quite a while. Now, this money laundering thing that this source that we just looked into, that's a different story, and that could be a big deal. So hopefully he has some good lawyers, and let's hope he didn't do it. But if he didn't do it, it might be worse off for him, because that would mean that they are just really trying to destroy him. It's definitely a fact that there are many people who don't want this man on the internet. And it's also a fact that they could not stop him from being on the internet by removing his accounts, because everyone else in the world posts this man. He was actually the #1 Googled person on the planet for 2022. So just take that into consideration when you think about it, because just think about it. He has no platforms. He's still the #1 Googled man on the planet. How much influence do you have? And a lot of people don't like what he says about being masculine, and a lot of it is what people discuss in the red pill. Some people feel like it's archaic and not appropriate for today's society. But the way that he presents it is extremely polarizing. So it gets lots of attention. And a lot of people don't understand it, and they take him very literally. If you take him very literally and you just take the sound bites and the clips that people put up, you'd probably hate him. But if you listen to an entire conversation, you probably won't. I'm going to leave it right there for now. Please leave your thoughts down in the comments below. Let me know what your predictions are, if he's going to get away with this. City Boys is definitely down after the Tory Lanez situation last week. Let me know what you think is going to happen with this one. And as always, stay hungry, my friends. Never thirsty.